Good afternoon, guys. Look, can I say thank you? We went live last week with a great bit of information on the importance of B12, and we've had some customers email some wonderful questions. I'm going to address two of them today because they are wonderful questions and they're probably the most frequent. The first one is, what is an optimal B12 level? Now, if you're going to do a blood test, an optimal or a healthy level would be above 500, definitely above 450. We find the average Australian sits between 250 and 350. And in my opinion, it's probably a silent epidemic. So please, I encourage you to check it. The next question we got was, am I at risk of having low B12? So I thought I would cover the 5 most probable groups of people who we see with low B12. The first one is the vegetarian, pescatarian or vegan. Guys, let's be frank, plants don't make B12. So if you don't have an animal product in your diet, you may be highly likely B12 deficient. In this type of patient, I love the B12 injections and you must have them regularly, every 3 or 4 months. So the next type is anyone on medicine. You know, I think we understand if you're on metformin, which controls blood glucose, blood pressure medicine, certain antidepressants, and medicine that stops stomach acid secretion, you're going to be highly likely low on B12. So check your levels. What's our third group? What about if you're thinking of falling pregnant or you are pregnant? Fertility is a huge thing with B12. It is so important for fetus development. So check your levels and get on a supplement. Our fourth group, what about our stressful lifestyle? You know, most of the clients I see run around wild and busy and don't get enough sleep and have a poor Australian diet. These are the patient I want you to check on. And that's your age. You know, as we get older, we make less stomach acid. We used to say a prognostic risk was over 60. Look, I put it out there. I would say over the age of 40, we now see 1 in 4 people with low B12 levels. So check it. The last group. We often talk about excessive alcohol consumption. I think if you're having more than 1 standard Australian drink a day, or standard drink, or 7 in a week, please go on B12 supplementation. Alcohol is the biggest killer of your B12. Okay, I hope that answered 2 of the most important questions we've received during the week, but I encourage you to come back next week and listen. We are going to talk a little bit more to you about why your B12 goes low in the first place and how you can fix the root of the cause and stop your B12 going low. Adios. Have a great weekend.